Hey everybody, it's Shannon from Skip to My Life, and today we are live. I wanted to show you all the great deals on organizing that are out with Amazon Prime Days, everything that's at Dollar Tree, Walmart, it's all the back to school, and I wanted to make sure that you could take advantage of all these great deals. This is when I do a large percentage of my shopping for my personal organization. So because everyone's going back to school, because kids are going to dorms and college, a lot of small space organizing and just office supplies, craft supplies, things like that are on deep discount. So I wanted to make sure that I gave you all the opportunity to click on these links, especially for Amazon Prime Days, but just for everything. And you may find that some of these items, the link says that they're out of stock. Put them in your cart and they will notify you when they are back in stock. So my name is Shannon. My channel is called Skip to My Life, and we are all about living an upscale lifestyle on a downsized budget. Hi, Deb. Good to see you. If you're watching this on the replay, you may notice that I'm shouting out to people, so don't let that distract you. This is a live broadcast. It's a little bit different than the normal format that I do. And just a sneak peek for those of you who are here today, my episode this week is going to be all about featuring the products I'm showing you today and how to use them in your home. So you want to make sure you're subscribed to my channel and you give that little thumbs up today. So I am so glad you're here. Comment and tell me where you are from in the world and also how you learned about Skip to My Life. I am so excited to find out. But without further ado, we're going to start on Amazon. Now, it is Amazon Prime Days. So I am not only going to show you the product that I'm featuring, but I'm going to tell you what it cost on every single one of these products. And we're going to start off with this Bona mop system. Now, this may not seem like an organizing product to you, but if you've been around for a while, you know that I discovered when we moved from a 6-bedroom home to a 3-bedroom rental that one of the things I really had to pare down on was my cleaning supplies. They were taking up so much space. So I went on the lookout for brands that are committed to efficiency in their cleaning products. They're committed to things that are safe for us and for our pets and for our kids, but they also work really well. And Bona is one of those brands. Hi, Amelda. Good to see you, Illinois. Amelda. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm so glad we found each other today. Welcome. And this is the kind of live today, ladies and gentlemen, that if you are eating your lunch or if you're at work or if you're just around the house today, just put me on the background and we will chat. And I've got my own little snack here. I'm not sure exactly how long this is going to take because I have 23 items to show you. So hi, Deb from St. Louis. Good to see you. I am so glad. I'm so glad we get to spend time together today. So Bona is the first product I'm going to show you. If you have pets or a fur baby, this is for you. This is the pet care system. It comes with this little mop. One of the things I love about this mop, I'll try to back up so you can see the whole thing. I love that this mop top, it swivels. I can get under even the most tight spaces like under my refrigerator, but also it's great to store because you can just store it up against a wall or if you have a utility cabinet where you store everything. The other feature I love is that this pet care system comes with 2 mop heads. This is the sweeper mop head. So it's like, it reminds me of when I was in grade school and the janitor used to come around the hall and sweep with that big, you can see it's just real loopy. The nice thing about this, I find that when I just sweep with a broom and a dustpan, all that dog hair from my precious little fur baby goes flying up in the air. Not so with this one. It clings to this little device here and it stays on that mop head. The other thing that you will receive with this system is this little scrubber head. So this is the Bona pet care system. You will see it in the Amazon link, and let me see, and it is on Prime Day special. So the mop, along with this and with this, that whole system is going to cost you $17.58. So if you're looking for something new to try, it's a great time to do that. The other great thing about these is you can just tear them off and put them in the wash. I love that because we don't have to worry about all the landfills. And as you can see, they just stick right on there with Velcro. When you're finished, you throw it in the wash and you can use it the next time. Don't put them in the dryer, just hang them up to dry and they'll be good as new. This is a really nice wide surface area, bigger than a lot of the other brands. and it works really well. So the other thing I will show you, which I did not link, but Bona has a bunch of cleaners. This is what I use with the system. I spray it on the floor. There is no need to get down and scrub on that. It works really well. So this whole system works great together, and that is an Amazon Prime Day find. And you will find all the links in my description box below. So if you just want to watch and enjoy and then go back, you can, or if you want to click while you're watching, you can do that. The second thing I want to show you, this is not a Prime Day deal, but it is an Amazon product that I love. And you can actually get points for this if you're an Amazon Prime member. So if you order this, even though it's not on deep discount, you can get points for it. If you are trying to eat healthier, and if you have food allergies like I do, I am mostly dairy-free and all gluten-free, but you want a simple meal plan, if you want a simple recipes, this is a great resource for you. Hungry Girl recipes are made to fill you up. So if you're trying to lose weight or eat healthier, you don't have to worry about being hungry all the time. The other thing I like about this is she has beautiful pictures next to every single recipe. And I don't even get recipe books anymore if they don't have pictures, because I want to see if it's something I'm going to like. So if you're looking for a new cleaner way to eat, healthier way to eat, this book costs $18.78, and you do get points for it. Okay, so those of you who are here, shout out where you're from. We have someone from St. Louis, we have someone from Illinois, and how you found me. But today what I'm doing is I'm going through all my organizing favorites. Now the thumbnail didn't tell you, but these are things from Amazon I'm going to start with. Next I'm going to go to Dollar Tree, then I'm going to go to Five Below, and then I'm going to finish up with Walmart. These are all the organizing favorites you're going to find on the shelves right now, and it's important that you snap these deals up before they're gone. You can get everything you need for organization for the whole year on deep discount this time of year. So we're starting out with Amazon. One of, if not the most popular item that you all ask me for is this little labeler. The company name is Nimbot, and I did link it. It's an Amazon Prime deal. It's $52.79. That's the cheapest I have seen it. But they have a whole system of labels, and this is really the secret. These little labels come in and out, and these labels are heat sensitive. Hey Cynthia from Raleigh, welcome. We're so glad you're with us. If you watched the episode where I labeled and redid my mother-in-law's entire pantry, these are the labels I use. They are so simple. And I was able to make these large enough print that my mother-in-law and father-in-law can easily read them without any problems. So this little system, all you do is you just pop the labels in there. It is an app that attaches to your phone. And when you print those things out on your phone, you just put in what you want. Then it just spits it all out. And then you can just take it off and label the box. So easy. It's durable. I've had it about 1.5 years and I love it. So this is on discount on Amazon Prime Days for $52.79. Let me know if it is extremely hot where you are. We are getting triple digits again. We had a little break in the 80s and 90s. And we're getting triple digits again, guys. So I hope that you're staying cool. Maybe you're inside today. If you are, that's what I'm planning to do. By the way, I have this little t-shirt I designed for you. It says, "Don't mess with me, I'm organizing." If you think it's fun, I like to wear this just to get me in the mood to organize, and also so everybody knows what I'm doing and they'll leave me alone. If you want one of these, there should be a scroll that comes up for you under my products. There's all different products that feature this little saying. So if you're interested in that, look for it. But back to the Amazon, we talked about the Bona Pet System up. We talked about the Nimbot labeler. We talked about, those two, and we talked about the clean eating diet book or nutrition book. This is another labeler. Now, I just did a big Christmas in July episode. That was my last episode, and I use this guy a lot. This is called a Cricket Joy. Hey Jamie, good to see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the compliment. If you've ever been intimidated by one of those giant Cricut machines, or if you're like me and you live in a smaller space and you just don't have any room for it, this is the answer for you. This is on discount. It is $99. So it's not a Prime Day deal, but it's really on discount, and you probably will not see them go any lower than that. You can also get these at craft stores. Hi, Margie, right? Margie from South Carolina. Great to see you. And Jamie from Melbourne. Welcome. We're talking about all kinds of organizing sales that are going on now and how we can take advantage of those. So I had someone comment my last episode and said, I can't afford this machine. Well, this is probably the least expensive you're going to find it. I actually received it as a gift from my sweet sister, and that's how I got into using these things, and I really can't imagine living without it now. Not only is it a great little labeling system, but you can make all kinds of inexpensive crafts really simply, and it just doesn't take up much space. So you buy the rolls of paper, you feed it in. This is also an app product, and then the finished product comes in and out this side, and then you'll get your sheet. And there is a little bit of a learning curve with this. If you have not used one, there are lots of tutorials online. It's less simple and straightforward than this kind of a labeler, but it also has a lot more capability of what you can do with it. So if you have been holding off on getting a Cricut or Cricut Joy because of the price, this may be the time for you. You can click on that link and see if that's a great bargain for you. Okay, another item I want to make you aware of, and this is 7th generation laundry soap. This is on Prime Day deal for $19.58 for 2 of these. Now, you may be saying to yourself, oh my word, $10 is a lot to pay for laundry soap. Well, let me tell you how I discovered this little product. First of all, I'm allergic to dyes and fragrances, so I just have to use a laundry detergent that doesn't have those. So there are a lot of those out there, but we also live in a smaller home, and most of these laundry bottles take up a lot of space. This actually does 66 loads of laundry, and the way that this works is you just squirt the bottle for 1 load, just 1 squirt per load. Now, I caught my husband once doing laundry with this, and it doesn't look like it's enough liquid. So he was like squirting away. I said, no, stop. So I don't know what 1 squirt breaks down to. I mean, if you're good at math, you can do the math for me, but there's 2 bottles. You're getting 66 loads from each bottle, and it's $19.58 for those 2. So if you're interested in trying a detergent that takes up much less space and that is easy on your skin and easy if you have sensitive skin like I do, try this 7th generation. I love it. Okay, so that's what we're doing for Amazon. I went over the Nimbot labeler, the Cricut Joy labeler, Bona Pet System Mop, 7th generation laundry soap, and our Clean and Hungry cookbook. I have more items that I love and use daily listed under the Amazon banner. So if you want even more organizing and home organizing, most of these are on Prime Day discounts. It's a great time for you to check them out. I'm going to be taking drinks because I'm talking a lot. Some of you sometimes will leave me super chats, which I love. If you do that during this live, I decided I am going to put that aside to take my mother-in-law out to lunch. So if you want to help me take my mother-in-law out to lunch, you can leave me a super chat. I'll put whatever money you decide you want to donate to that, and I'll take a picture and let y'all know. She is so tickled. My mother-in-law's name is Judy, and they're in their 80s, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, and they are going strong. They just are inspiration to everybody, but they're one of the reasons my husband and I moved from our larger home to this home to be a little closer to them. And I realized I need to be taking her out more. I need to swing by there and just say, hey, let's go, get your things, let's go. So I'm going to have a little fun to take her out to lunch. And if you want to contribute to that, leave me a super chat. All right, so we're moving on from Amazon to Dollar Tree. And I'm going to show you what you can find on the Dollar Tree shelves. Thank you, Kara. I will. I do enjoy her. You know, I realize I've known her longer than I haven't known her. My husband and I just celebrated 31 years of marriage. We got married when we were in our 20s. So she's kind of become a mom. My mom's no longer with me. She's just such a sweetheart. So I do enjoy her. And you're right. We should treasure every one of those memories, right? Okay. So Dollar Tree has a way that they do their back to school. They restock a lot of this starting in July, and then they'll come out with another whole crop of organizing and back to school stuff as we get closer to school time in August. So this is the first wave that's hitting your Dollar Tree stores. And if you are a Dollar Tree shopper, if you have a Dollar Tree close to you, this is a great time to just walk through and see what they have. And you may notice that they have a lot of boxes in the aisles, depending on which Dollar Tree you go to. This is one of these Dollar Tree products that I really like. Their brand is called Jot. And so it's called 2-Pocket View Portfolio. They have this little front pocket and you can slide things in and out of it. And then, you know, keep something right here. And then on the inside, it's got 2 pockets to store things, and then it's got these 3 prong. Now, why do I like this? It's so simple. It's $1.25. Comes in many different colors. I like it because it's great for traveling. So if you're going to be going on a trip and you have an itinerary, if you have a cruise, if you have, you know, a road trip or a flight, this is a great little folder to stick that information in the front. And then you have all kinds of room for your brochures, your receipts, whatever else it is you need. If you end up keeping a notebook for future trips, you have that 3-ring binder option. The other thing you can use this for, about 2 episodes ago, I did a travel episode, and there was a travel printout where you can kind of organize what you take on a trip. And what I recommended for you is that you get that travel worksheet if you take these frequent trips, like say you're visiting your children or your grandchildren, or maybe you just take a trip with friends to the same place every year. Get that travel checklist and stick it in here. And then every time you take that same trip, you don't have to get all discombobulated with getting things. So longer than I have, and is getting to be the norm for me. Yes, I understand. I understand. I'm 58, so I get it. Yes. But this is a great way for you to organize travel and make it so that it's so much easier for you, especially if you're taking repeat trips. And you can do these in many different colors, one for each trip. So that's one Dollar Tree back to school item that I really love and that I recommend that you look for. My husband's outside in the yard. He's finishing up mowing the lawn and I can see him out the window. So thank you for doing that to my sweet husband. Next, from Dollar Tree, these little pouches. They have the cutest little pouches this year. This one says "You are amazing," and I'll be showing you different patterns that they have besides this one on my channel, my episode this week. But you know, on the other side, it's just plain pink. So the reason I love these and that I try to stock up on these, of course, they're great for pens and pencils, but they're also great for cosmetic bags. They're great to organize your purse if you want to get several different colors and organize it by, you know, maybe your Kleenex and your sanitizer in one, your pens and pencils in another, your lipstick in another, and then you can transfer these from purse to purse. I love them for that reason. They just seem like they come in handy all year around. Also, I just want to remind you all, this is a great time to start thinking about Christmas. Now, if you're one of those people that thinks this is too early, I get it. I understand, because not everybody is like me. I love planning for Christmas. I love thinking about Christmas early. So I have already started looking out for little stocking stuffers like these that everyone's going to love. Because let's face it, you know, all those things that come in November and December, they're all Christmas themed. Well, those are fun, but they're not great for all year around, right? So people love these kinds of items in their Christmas stocking or as a Christmas gift. It's got its own wrapping. You just put a little bow on it. So think about that when you're looking at all these organizing and back to school items. These are another item that I love. In fact, we were just talking about this morning because I made meatloaf last night for dinner. It's one of my husband's favorite. And he's like, "Where are those little things you bought?" And I said, "Well, I have to show my friends first before you can use them." These are the perfect size from Dollar Tree. And you know what? They last. I've had a couple of these that have lasted several years. So they have a really nice Loctite seal. They're also great if you're traveling and you want to bring your own laundry soap or your own kitchen soap and you want something. I can't vouch that they're 100% waterproof, but they would be a moisture barrier for you. I love these things, and what I love the most is that Dollar Tree is giving us these in white this year. So usually they have all the cute colors, you know, the teal or peach or pink or whatever it is. I just want the plain Jane white. That works best for me. So in all these past years, I've passed on a lot of them because of all those bright colors. But this year I stocked up because I really like the white. So this is something to think about. These are also great to use in the door of your refrigerator. If you have items like condiment packets that you get at fast food, you could put them in here and put them on the door of your refrigerator, and they fit really well. You could stack several of them next to each other. So I'm kind of thinking on the fly here. If you all have other ideas, if I'm showing something and you're thinking, oh, I could use that for this, let me know what it is, because I may feature it in this week's episode. So I always get great ideas from you all. Now, some of these items are items I haven't seen before, and I wanted to do a lot of unboxings here today and show you what I'm finding. I get a lot of bags from Dollar Tree, a lot of Ziploc bags. I do the oversized storage bags there. And if you have seen my closet organizing, you know that I do a lot with Dollar Tree bags. I've never seen these oversized marinade bags. So there are 2 bags in here. It says they're 3.5 gallon. So we're going to open this together today and see what size these are. I'm just throwing everything on the floor, so it's going to be a huge mess when I'm finished. Okay, let's see what we could use these for. I'm thinking oh wow, these are much bigger than I thought. It's saying oversized marinade bags. What would you marinate in here? Like, you could marinate a whole roast, a whole chicken. I don't think I'd use it for that though. What a great deal. This is $1.25. Not only that, but it has this flat bottom that comes out, so you can set things. This is a great deal. If you all find these, you need to snatch some up. I'm probably gonna go back and see if I can find more. You get 2 of these. They're called Sure Fresh oversized marinade bags. But what could we use these for to organize? I'm thinking of a lot of things that I'm gonna feature on this week's episode. So look for these in the cooking section, and I think I found mine in the front of the store in the back to school section. They have a lot of stuff for kids that are going to college. Comment and let me know if you're going to be an empty nester this fall, because I want to give you a little bit of love. I have 2 adult children, and I remember the first year both my kids were in school, and we came home to an empty house. That is not easy. So if that's you this year, I want to give you a little bit of love and tell you it's going to be okay. Maybe you're looking forward to it though. Maybe you're like, yay, they're leaving. So everyone's reactions are a little bit different. Let's see what else we found at Dollar Tree. Now, I'm going to tell you, this little item caught my eye. I'm not sure I recommend it. You all tell me what you think of it. It says travel brushes on the front. It's this cute little lime green. And inside it has a mirror and 3 little brushes. Now, these brushes, I mean, they're okay. They're not great. They're synthetic. They're very, very cute. I feel like these would be nice for like a preteen or someone who's just getting into makeup maybe. But this whole thing comes out. So the reason I got it is because I thought, oh, this would make a great case for something else for travel. But you know what? That lid isn't real tight on it. So you all tell me what you think. Is this an item that you would like? I do like the mirror on it. I do like that part. But I really wish that it was, it really had a good tight close, and it doesn't. So I don't know what we'd use that for. But comment and let me know what you think of it, if you've seen it in your store. I found this in the Dollar Tree cosmetic section, so I don't know. This would make a good stop. Hi from Cookeville, Tennessee, Kimberly. Good to see you. Welcome. We're talking about all things back to school organizing, fall organizing, those things that are on the shelves right now that we need to snap up before they're gone. And this is an item I saw at Dollar Tree. This would make a good stocking stuffer, don't you think? So encouraging you to look for those things with that in mind. But let me know, is this a thumbs up or a thumbs down for you? Also, hey Roland, I started collecting superhero figures, which all come with extra pieces, the Hot Wheels case. Oh yay, I love that. I had an episode where I featured the Hot Wheels case from Dollar Tree. Excuse me, and these used to come in clear. I'm really glad you brought that up. They used to come in clear, and I wish I had bought a whole stash of them because I love them. They had little removable dividers, and they were so versatile. Since then, a lot of you have told me you cannot find those anywhere. I did actually find some similar boxes on Amazon, but of course they weren't $1.25. lately I've seen those Hot Wheel boxes in the kids section where the toys are at Dollar Tree, and they're all in black. And some of them are for Legos, and they have the little Lego dots on the top. So comment and let me know, are yours, if you're a Dollar Tree shopper, are those boxes in black? Are you still finding the clear ones? I don't know. A lot of times it's different parts of the country are different, as you all know, with Dollar Tree. So let's keep going and see what else I found at Dollar Tree. Okay, some of you know, my husband and I are grandparents. We had our first grandchild, and our second one's going to be coming any day now. So check out these adorable baby caps from Dollar Tree. They're so darn cute. They feel like they're mostly cotton. They're 60 cotton, 30 poly, 4% spandex. But if you have a Cricut or you like to do little crafts, you could easily put a little saying on here with your Cricut machine. You could embroider something. You could just put a little flower or a bow. I stocked up on these because my daughter told me she had trouble finding a newborn size cap. So they're just really soft. They come in blue, pink, green, gray. I can't remember if there were other colors, but they also have onesies, and they also have little gloves, baby gloves. So if you have an infant in your life, if you're having a shower, if you have people you want to give gifts to, be on the lookout for these. Dollar Tree's expanding their baby section in general, so, and giving us a little bit more high quality items. Okay, what else do we have from Dollar Tree? I have 3 more things to show you, then we're going to go on to the next, which will be, it will be Five Below. Now, Dollar Tree I don't have links to because it just depends. A lot of times it's a hit or miss in those stores, and you can't always find things online that I'm showing you. So hopefully what will happen with all these Dollar Tree items I'm featuring, you'll just have your eyes peeled for them. And let me tell you that, I mean, I don't know how many Dollar Trees you have in your town. I have several, but I usually have to go to 3, 4, or 5 Dollar Trees and, you know, just kind of see what do I find at that one that day. So don't, you know, just put these all in your mind. You may or may not find them on your next trip, but they may be rolling them out in the months to come. Okay, this I thought was really fun, and we're going to open this together. It's Chapstick brand chapstick, but it's pumpkin pie. Now we're in July, but I could not resist getting this because this is the perfect stocking stuffer. And I am already, as I said, I'm already looking at stocking stuffers. So we're going to open this guy up, and we're going to see what it smells like. If it's terrible, you can pass on it. If I like it, you might want to get some of these for the holidays. So cute. It's like a caramel color. It's chapstick. It goes on like chapstick. It doesn't really have a strong smell. A little bit, it does kind of taste like pumpkin pie. That's funny. It tastes like pumpkin pie more than it smells like pumpkin pie. I think this would be really fun. So if you see these, you might want to, there's 3 in a pack, which is a great deal. A lot of times I don't get the Dollar Tree brand chapstick because I find it's just really grainy, but I love the chapstick brand. So if you see the pumpkin pie and you thought that was fun, it tastes a little bit like pumpkin pie. Not overpowering though. So you may want to check that one out. Okay, next from Dollar Tree. Never seen these before. Sure Fresh brand. These are 3 different silicone reusable covers for our food. Now, I have gotten silicone covers from Dollar Tree before and have not loved them. That's why I've never featured them before, but we're gonna unbox these together. I'm gonna show you what I think. So we have a large, which is white. We have a medium, which is a dark blue, and we have a small, which is a teal color. So how can we do this today? Here's the small. And it has kind of a bumpy side. Can you see? It has kind of a bumpy side and a smooth side. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the side that goes over your objects. And let me see what I have that I can cover. Let's try this Dollar Tree box that I showed you before. And let's see how far this guy will fit over here. And it does, look, it clings to itself. So it comes with those little like waxy sheets. All right, so this is too big. This isn't gonna work on this, but it probably would work on a cup. I bet it would work on like a coffee cup, or, well, it does fit. It does fit on there. So look, it's very stretchy. Looks like it would definitely hold. You know what these would be fun for? If you have kids or grandkids that are coming to your house, I bet you could make them a cute little drum set with these, with your pots and pans. Wouldn't that be fun? My kids used to play with pots and pans. That was some of their favorite toys. It's never the expensive stuff we buy, is it? It's always the free stuff that they like. Okay, now let's try out the medium. This is the blue. And we're gonna see how this one does. This is probably the size I would use more. Yes, I am gonna say I'm gonna recommend these guys. These are really nice quality for $1.25. The other ones were clear and they did not work well to me. But Dollar Tree has used that extra quarter and they've done a little bit better job. So yeah, it might be tricky at first to kind of get the feel of these, but if you've ever used these, and why do I like these? Because they're better for the environment, for one. If they're dishwasher safe, we're gonna have to check that out. If they're dishwasher safe, that makes it so easy to keep clean. Here's the medium size one. Let's check and see if they're dishwasher safe. Microwave and freezer, food safe. Microwave, freezer, and food safe. It does not say dishwasher safe, so I probably would hand wash these. BPA free, so they should be food safe. Now let's try the large one. I'm pretty tickled about these actually. These would make a great gift as well. Like I said, not too early to start stocking up on those stocking stuffers and those little gifts. You know, we all have people that we want to give something to, but that might not be in the budget. So maybe you want to stock up on some of the items like this and put together a little care package or get a little mixing bowl and throw all these in. Look how big this is. This is clear. And we're going to try this guy. This should be easy to do. One of you said it was 106 degrees where you are. I know it's over 100 here. So yeah, this is kind of a little small for this one, but you can see it's a clear. It would fit a large mixing bowl for sure. I'm loving these. So if you see these, they come in this package and you get 3 for $1.25. I would stock up on these for yourself and for somebody that you like, because they're gonna thank you. All right, the last Dollar Tree item I'm gonna show you is one I featured in one of my videos, and it's these little sticky tabs. You will find this in the back to school section, but these are see-through sticky tabs. Now, why is that important? It's really not, it's just for fun. I'm gonna be honest, we don't really need this. But what I do like this for is if you're reading a book and you wanna highlight a section, you can just stick the tab on and you can still read through it. Like if you have a Bible study or if you are a student of something or just maybe a recipe book, you can just stick the sticky tab on and you can still see through it. I'm sure there's lots of other uses for these. So if you think of something, let me know. But these, I went the first time and they had about 5 different colors. Next time I went, it was very picked over. So if you see this little sticky pad that's see-through, you want to get those if you're interested in those. Okay. We have gone through Amazon finds, we have gone through Dollar Tree finds, and next I'm going to show you Five Below. I know that not everybody has a Five Below where you are located, but I want to start just by showing you these little cuties. I am linking everything to the site through my store, which is called LTK. If you are familiar with LTK, let me know, raise your hand. LTK stands for Like to Know It, and they make it really easy for creators like me to create a link that's easy for you to shop. So it'll take you to my store and then it'll take you right to Five Below. So if you don't have a Five Below in your area, no worries, you can order this and have it shipped. Look at these guys, and when I tell you the price, you're not gonna believe me. So the reason I wanted to feature this is because I'm getting a little hungry. Now, I know that it's healthy to eat nuts, but I'm going to confess to you that I was just grabbing them by the handfuls, and I noticed it on the scale. So I've started using these little portion cups to give me a daily portion of how much nuts. Thank you, Hannah Laura. Yes, I hope that you find those at your Dollar Tree and that you use them. Not only do you get one of these little silicone cups, you get a set of 3. Now there's 3 different color schemes. This is purple, there's an orange, and there's a green. If you like these and you have a Five Below, run. Because I happened on them when they were freshly stocked, and then the next time there were hardly any left. I noticed online some of the colors are sold out already. Like I always say, if they're sold out, don't get discouraged, just put it in your cart. A lot of times if it comes back up to be restocked, they'll notify you in your email. So I would never, you don't have to pay for it. Just put it in your cart and they know that you want it, and they'll usually notify you when it comes back in stock. Okay, these little silicone boxes, they have a top and bottom. They're BPA free. They are dishwasher safe. They are microwave safe. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but they have little measuring on the inside. So if you want to measure ounces of a liquid, you can easily do that. The other thing I did with these, I love ice cream. I love dairy-free, gluten-free ice cream. My husband is so nice. He gets me, you know, quart every now and then of this kind that I like. But if you're like me, which I hope you have some more self-control, I get started, you know, and I end up with half the thing empty. So I've started making little portions in these silicone little boxes and putting them on my freezer door, and that's my portion of ice cream. You can do the same thing with frozen yogurt. You can do the same thing with anything. These are also really nice for in the car because there's no sharp edges. But you get, wait till I tell you how much these cost. You get all 3 of these from Five Below for $3.25 for all 3 of these. That's cheaper than Dollar Tree. These are a nice, sturdy grade silicone. And I don't know if Five Below is going to keep featuring these after the back to school. They have a lot of dorm stuff, college stuff, first apartment stuff. So I don't know if it's just a yearly thing or if they'll keep featuring them. So if you are interested in these, I am probably going to go back and see if I can find more. I think these would be great for baby food. So I'm thinking my kids might want some of those. So 3 of these things for $3.25. Steal. All right, let's talk about some more food storage. And this is something I featured on my channel. I believe it was 2 episodes ago, but this is a food storage from Five Below. Like I said, they have a lot for dorm rooms and college kids. This is actually part of a 42-piece set. Now they're giving you the tops and the bottoms, 42 pieces. So this isn't everything you get. Click on the link if you want to see everything you get. But I wanted to show you the different sizes and see if it's something that you would use. The first is this little size. I like it a lot. It's great for leftovers. So it comes with the lid and a bottom. Now these aren't these aren't the highest grade thickness of plastic, but I find that I have to renew my plastic storage probably once every year, year and a half anyway. And what attracted me to these was the neutral color, but they do come in all kinds of other colors. So if your kitchen is organized with a certain color theme, you're probably gonna find that color. So this size and then this size, a little bit bigger. This little snack size, what I do with this one, if we have leftovers that my dog can eat, like fish or chicken or something like that, I'll put them in this with a little bit of broth and freeze it. And she only weighs 12 pounds, so she really can't eat a whole lot. I'll freeze the leftovers in this and just put it out for her, you know, for a treat sometime. So it comes in those 3 sizes and then 1 of these large ones with a lid. So there's multiples of these smaller ones and then this 1 large one. And guess how much for 42 pieces, tops and bottoms? It's $5.55. Can you believe that? That's at Five Below. Now, I'm telling you, a lot of these stores are competing with Dollar Tree. It's obvious. I mean, they're trying to one-up Dollar Tree. I know Target's got a dollar section. Walmart now has a dollar section. But just the prices in the stores are trying to compete for our dollars. And I love it because that's how it should be, right? Okay, so we have these little silicone guys from Five Below. We have the larger food storage system from Five Below. And then let me show you a couple other things I found and we're gonna unbox. A little bit ago, I'm gonna get my scissors here. A little bit ago, I did a travel episode. I hope you guys got some great ideas from that, or if you haven't watched it yet and you're going on a trip, you may wanna watch it, where I used a Walmart bag. The one thing that I wished for with that Walmart bag was that we had some kind of a way to hold a travel cup. So I noticed this at Five Below and the price was so incredible. I couldn't pass it up. So we're gonna see, does it work? Now this is what it looks like. It is not giant, but it has, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna tell you, I'll take it back. Okay, it has these 2 cup holders right here. And then it's got this mesh bottom and it's got a toggle so you can tighten it or loosen it. And then this part is supposed to go over the handle of your suitcase. So, brought my suitcase in so we can see if this guy works. And here is my handle right here. So what I love about this is also it's a neutral color. So it should, go with any bag. All right, theoretically it's supposed to fit over the handle, fits over the handle really well. And then it just has space for 2 drink cups. So let's see how this works with my drink cup. If you have a Stanley like I do, I don't recommend this because it's too thick. But if you have a regular water bottle like this one, it's gonna be perfect. So it's gonna fit. You could put a water bottle in, you could put something else in here. I'm definitely gonna be using this and not taking it back, especially when you hear how much I paid for it. This was at Five Below for $3. I mean, it's basic, but that's exactly what I need. So I'm definitely keeping this, and I'm gonna be using it on my next trip with my luggage that I got from Walmart. So if you wanna see that episode, I fit everything in here without having to check anything or use the overhead bin. And that was my goal because I have arthritis, so I am not about reaching way up and fighting everyone for those bins anymore. I'm trying to do everything where I can just slip it below my seat. So I'm just drinking plain old water today. Tell me if you all have a special beverage you are loving for summer. There are so many cool sparkling waters out now. I keep seeing all different really nice flavors. Let me know if you've just tuned in. This is Shannon from Skip to My Life. Today we are talking about taking advantage of all kinds of sales during the month of July from Dollar Tree, Amazon, Five Below, and Walmart. And we are trying to get the best of those back to school sales that we can use on organizing for all year round. So we just finished Amazon and Five Below. And now we are gonna be moving, let's see where I am on my list. Oh my goodness, guys, I saved the best for last. This is Walmart. I went to Walmart last Saturday and it was like, this is really kind of better than Christmas time for me. My mom was a teacher and back to school is one of my favorite times of year. Of course, I haven't been in school for a long time, haven't had kids in school for a long time, but I love all the new supplies. So comment and let me know, are you the same? Do you love the back to school supplies? So what I look at this as an opportunity to organize and replenish all my office supplies in my home, my craft room supplies, and look for organizing containers and systems I can use all year around. So that's what I'm going to be showing you today. And I have linked to every single one of these items down below. They're all from Walmart. Now, some of these you're going to find in store more easily. Some of them you can order online. And like I said, if you click on the link and they say it's out of stock, go ahead and put it in your cart. They'll usually notify you when it's back. So let's start with the little simple one. And this is just a caddy. Now, what I liked about this is it's so neutral. They have it in lots of fun colors for the kids and for the classroom, but I tend to go towards the white and the clear. And it's got this cushioned little handle. So what would you use this for? I know it would be great for sewing supplies. I'm probably going to be using it for under sink and cleaning supplies because I think it would hold cleaning supplies really well. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about that, so keep listening. This caddy costs $2.48. Now, it's probably going to double in price when it's not back to school. Similar caddy. Dollar Tree also carries caddies. The difference here is that I really like the neutral look. Dollar Tree's caddies a lot of times have those bright colors that we don't always love. So yes, you're paying $1 and change more for that. It's up to you if that's important. So I'm going to show you a little bit more about how I'm using this in just a second. The second thing I found in Walmart are these adorable 16, I believe these are 16 ounce bottles. Now these are meant for lunches and backpacks. They have this click-on lid that comes up and down. I think this would be great for a little cleaning cart. So if you use vinegar, if you use washing powder, if you use cleanser, and you want to take those things up to like just a neutral look, You could label this bottle so easily. You could keep bath supplies in here. You could keep your bubble bath and your Epsom salts in here. This would make a great little gift, a more high-end looking gift for someone if you wanted to label it, like maybe with a special baking mix or something like that. But also, these little bottles fit really well in here. So if you do decide you want to make a cleaning caddy and simplify that, I'm thinking baking soda, because I use baking soda almost in every room to clean. What would you use this for? But it fits really well in this little caddy. And for under $5, you've got a great system. You could put your rags in here. You could put your something else, your brushes or something like that in here. Okay, so we have people from South Carolina, Missouri, Illinois. Where else are you all watching from? If I missed you, oh, Tennessee. Where else did you all say? But if you've come in on us, we're just having a great time over lunch, and we're talking about all things organizing and sales at all kinds of different stores. It's Amazon Prime Days, so I featured a lot of those products as well. Okay, we are moving on with Walmart. Huntsville, love it. Hi, Laura, good to see you. Okay. The next item I'm going to show you, I'm really, really excited about. This is a little bit more expensive. It's called a 7-drawer organizer, and I found this right in front in the back to school. Hey, Kay from Northeast Ohio. Great. We used to live in Cleveland, so I don't know if you're near that area or not. This is such a cute little organizer, and it's meant for a desk or a back to school, but Palm Springs, California. Oh my goodness, Roland, I'm so jealous. I bet it's beautiful there. What else could we use this for? I'm thinking, because I have babies on the brain, I'm thinking it'd be great for baby's room, but I'm probably going to use it in my studio, my office, my craft supply room. But you could use this on your countertop of your bathroom for all your makeup or your toiletry supplies. And all these little drawers just pull out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what else this would be cute for? Southern Illinois. Oh, it's Medina. We lived in Twinsburg, so really close to where you were. That was a fun town. We really liked it. It's funny how small the world is, isn't it? I think this would be a little fun advent calendar for Christmas, especially if you bought a couple of them and stacked them on top of each other. Wouldn't that be adorable? So yes, my brain is on Christmas already. It's only July, I know. So the cost on this one, this is the more expensive item. It is, let's see where I have this. You know what? I may not have listed this. I may have to go back and list it. I'm so sorry. I think I forgot to put this on my links, but I will add that as soon as we're finished. This was like $12.50 or something like that. These would cost you 3 to 4 times that amount if you bought it at the Container Store or another place like that. And let me just show you Twinsburg. Yay, Kay. What is this guy called? Where is my packaging? It is called a 7-drawer organizer, and it's from Pen and Gear. So that's the labeling on it, but I will link it below, and it's $12 and change. So these are the kinds of things we need to start looking for right now. That's in the back to school session. It may disappear. They may not be featuring it, especially these brands from Walmart that are Pen and Gear. I find a lot of times they just put those all out. It's the Walmart brand at back to school, and then they're done. So I didn't want you to miss out on those. Okay, a couple more things from Walmart. I love big pens. That's so basic, right? What kind of pen do you like? I'm kind of a pen snob. I like the feeling of certain kinds of pens. So, excuse me, you will see that I am attracted in my studio and my office supplies to bright colors. And that's what I liked about these pens. They're giving us all these pretty colors in big pens. We know that that's a great brand. But that's going to be so much fun to take my game up a little bit in my craft and office space. And I just like these because they came in all colors. So continuing on the theme of writing utensils, I got these 2 packages. This one is the pastels, and then this one is so cute. I'm gonna show you why I really liked these. Let's see how we open these. So this is kind of a little popular theme lately. And I don't know if this one's just plain pink. I don't know if you can see the pattern on these, but it's all cowgirl. It's like the Dolly Parton type stuff. This has a cowboy boot, stars. So if you're into that, this one has stars. They're not expensive. These pencils were $1.37 for this pack. And then this says howdy on it. So cute. So anyway, these are fun if you know someone that loves Cowgirl. If you love Cowgirl, I know a lot of people when they do a bachelorette weekend or a, you know, just married weekend or something like that, they'll do that Cowgirl theme. So that might be fun for that as well. Okay. We're going to take a little detour and we're going to go to some of the cleaning items that I found that are brand new at Walmart. Now, if you're familiar with Walmart's Home Edit brand, they had come out with tons and tons of organizing boxes, drawer organizers, shelf organizers, closet organizers, all of that. I'll tell you my opinion on it, and you can correct me if you have a different one. I'm fine with that. I thought they were too expensive for what they were, and I thought they were too fragile. So the ones that I was seeing on the shelf at Walmart were already cracked, and they were much more than I would pay. Most of those were lucite, some of them were bamboo. I don't think organizing equipment should be that costly because these are things we're using to keep us organized. They're not pieces of furniture. They're not necessarily our decor. So I don't want to spend more than I have to. However, having said that about Home Edit, they've just come out with a really affordable line of cleaning supplies and tools, and they've come out with some more affordable bathroom and under sink type organizers. So keep your eyes out for that. I found all of these in the cleaning supply section at Walmart, and I have linked to those. I'm going to tell you the prices. So let's start with this one. This is the first thing that attracted my eye because I am always looking for a really good microfiber cloth. This is a pack of 3 cloths, and it is the cleaning cloths, $4.98 for all 3 of these. Now, they are giving us 3 different types of cloth. So I'm going to open this for you, and we're going to take a look at these. I have not used these. I'll be using them, and I'll be telling you more what I think about them in my upcoming episodes. So we have 3 different cloths. The one thing I'm liking right off the bat is that these are color-coded. So you can tell off the bat what they're for by the color. There's one all-purpose, one glass, and one bathroom. So let's see. The blue is the glass cloth, and it polishes glass and mirrors. I apologize. Someone just started mowing the lawn, so if you hear that, I'm sorry if it's a distraction. This is for glass and mirrors. Now, you may not think that this is important, but I clean all of my mirrors. My mirrors are not a great quality, so they're good at leaving streaks on them. These mirrors, you can just use hot water, or I'm sorry, these cloths, you can just use hot water and clean all your mirrors with them. They have a special, really smooth finish, and if this is like the other kinds I've used, you don't need any spray, you don't need any vinegar, nothing. Just hot water and this little rag, and you will get a beautiful finish when you clean your mirrors. Same with glass. The second one is purple, and that's an all-purpose. They're saying this is an all-purpose scrub cloth. If you can see, it has little fibers, little shiny fibers, and then on this side, it's like a terry cloth. So they're calling this an all-purpose scrub cloth. Okay, so you can see that one. And then the pink one has ribs on it, and they're saying that's a bathroom cloth. It cleans and shines counters and fixtures. So this one is kind of ribbed, like a t-shirt. It's got a little bit of texture, and then this side's more of a terry cloth. So all 3 of these cloths, the scrubber, the all-surface, the mirroring glass, those are in a set together under the Home Edit line, and for all 3 of those, it's $4.98. I have those linked below. I think this is a great deal. I'm going to be using these and telling you if I think they work well, so keep watching for this week's episode. Okay. Home Edit line scrubber. We needed a new kitchen sink scrubber, so this caught my eye. It's neutral. It has this really pretty little faux wood handle, but what I really liked about it, I'm going to open it for you. Can you all hear that lawnmower? I'm hoping he gets done quick, but you know what? It's that time of year, so I'm doing my best. Hi from Michigan, Kathy. Good to see you. And I told you all, if anybody wants, there's no obligation at all, but if you want to leave me a super chat today, I'm going to use it to take my mother-in-law out to lunch. So if that's something you like to do, that's what I'll be using any super chats from today for. All right, so this is the Home Edit kitchen scrubber. This little guy is meant to balance on our sinks. Let's see if it works. It's not a sink, so I don't know if it'll work. Yeah, it's not working on this thing. I think you have to just have a lip. So supposedly it's supposed to balance on your sink like that. I will be testing this out this week and let you know what I think, if it measures up. Sink rest dish brush. You can see in the picture how it's supposed to work. And this is from the Home Edit line. Let's see if there's any other features. Keeps counters clean and dry, safe on non-stick surfaces, dish brushes compatible with sponge and brush refills. So that's the other thing I wanted to show you. If you purchase this, you can take this little thing off, and let me find those in here somewhere. It has refill heads. So you can, here they are. This is one head, and then they've got this one that's a little bit more of a scrubber one. So they are replaceable. So you can go back and forth from these, or when this is worn out, you just replace it and no worries. So let's see how easy this is. Yeah, it's really easy. So you can replace it with that. I just thought this was a cool little system. The handle doesn't turn off or anything. I thought maybe it would fill with soap, but it doesn't. It's not that kind of a scrub brush. So you could do this one, you can take it off, and you can put this new one on. I think that's kind of a neat little system. So I'm gonna be using it and telling you what I think of it. If you're looking for a new scrub brush, this may be a good option. The scrub brush itself is $3.98. The brush replacements are $2.98 for two. So this looks like it's pretty high quality, and I thought that was an excellent price. All right, Walmart. We're gonna keep going. Back in the back to school section, I found this book bin, and it is a large book bin. Dollar Tree carries book bins, but they're a little bit smaller than this one. This book bin costs $2.48. It is that Pen and Gear brand, so it may or may not be there after back to school. Again, I just really like the neutral part of it. Now, I don't really use these for books. I use them a lot for cleaning supplies. The other thing they're great for is these cups. Like if you have a lot of these cups, they're great to organize your shelves. They're also great to organize supplies like cleaning supplies like this laundry detergent that I told you about before. But if you really want to have that nice clean look, and if you want to prevent a lot of spills and cleanup, stock up on a couple of these. I really like the fact that they're a little wider than the Dollar Tree ones, and there are all kinds of purposes for these. Some people use them for their Tupperware lids, some people use them for the pot and pan lids, but these are really nice to stock up on, and I love the clear. All right, so we're gonna keep going on Walmart. I have a couple other things to show you. These are the Sterilite pencil bins. Now, you can buy these at Walmart. You can buy them at Dollar Tree, just about any big box store, but the reason I like to get them at back to school is because they're less than $1. These are, pencil boxes are 97 cents. That beats Dollar Tree. So before you go to Dollar Tree for back to school, check out Walmart. A lot of times they're beating their prices now. I really like the clear because these are a great place to keep things like these little cleaning supplies that you may want to see what they are. You don't want to necessarily open them to see what's inside, but you just want to corral them. They're also great for things like dish pods, of course, pencils, office supplies, but I always prefer the clear because that way I can see it. I don't have to worry about, looking inside to find it. These would also be great for pet supplies, but you can buy several of these and file them this way, so they're going to be easy to take out and put back in. So think about that. They'd be great to organize a craft room as well. Anything that you can store in a vertical space is always a great space saver. All right, this is just kind of a little guilty pleasure, and I told you I'm attracted to the really bright colors. I thought these were so adorable. These rubber bands come in these really bright tropical colors, but they also have this adorable system that they come with. So this rubber band system is altogether, let's see. Okay, this is $3.86, and it is on, I think it's about half price or 20%, 30% off right now because it's back to school. I just have never seen them carry these before, and it just makes me happy. Do I need this? No, I do not. But it's $3.48. I love the clear container. I love the bright colors. I just think that this is a fun little addition to my craft space or my office or my kitchen. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to keep it yet. Okay, so we talked about the Dollar Tree binder pouches, and you know that those are going to cost $1.25. But Walmart's binder pouches right now, these little pencil binder pouches, let me see, these are 97 cents. So like I said, you're going to want to try Walmart before you try Dollar Tree. They come in these 3 colors. I think there might have been two or three more colors. What I like about these, they are not waterproof. However, they are see-through, and they have a really durable zipper. So this is probably going to be a little bit more durable than the ones you're going to find at Dollar Tree. They also have that 3-ring pouch if that's helpful for you with your system. But I also use these to organize my purse or my travel when I'm on a trip. You can use these for cosmetic bags. You can use them for packing cubes. If you have smaller things, you could use them to hold jewelry. So anything like that that you think you might need to organize, if you're a Cricut user, you can personalize it. You can put some beautiful little design on it. So all kinds of uses, but these are only 97 cents right now. So it's a great time to stock up, and that is Walmart. Okay, another thing that I love to stock up on this time of year is notebooks. So I'm in a little group of ladies, and we start talking about journaling, and everyone feels guilty because they don't journal. Everyone says, oh, I bought the cutest journals and I have every intention that I'm going to journal, but then I don't do it. I have been a big journaler since I can remember, since I was in grade school probably. And a lot of my journals I don't keep, but some of them that I do, it's just a way for me to get my feelings out. It's very inexpensive therapy, I will tell you that. And sometimes if I write things out on a piece of paper, I can get it out of my brain and I can go on with the day. So they have these beautiful notebooks right now at Walmart, and you see these gorgeous bright neon colors. These notebooks are $1.48 a piece. That is crazy cheap. 100 sheets of wide ruled, but I love these bright colors. So if you've always wanted to get into journaling, but you just felt like, oh, I don't know what to say or do, don't spend a lot of money or time thinking about it. Don't invest a lot in it. Just get one of these little spiral notebooks and start writing. And then you can pitch it, you can burn it, you can do whatever you want with it. But I will tell you that it is really good for your mental health. It's good to sometimes, for those of us who are visual like myself or kinesthetic, where you like to move and figure things out by movement, it's so helpful. Or if you're trying to memorize something, if you're studying something, it's a great time of year to stock up on these. What else do I have? Is my bag full? One thing, it's full, it's empty now. It's almost empty. One thing I forgot to show you. This is Five Below. These are little 2-pack storage bins, and these are $1. So these are cheaper at Five Below than they are at Dollar Tree, and that's what we're all about today. So yes, shop Dollar Tree, but if you don't have a great Dollar Tree by you, there's a lot of other options. Aren't these adorable? What would these be good to organize? I think they're the perfect size for tea bags. I love these for a utility drawer, or what some people call a junk drawer. They're great for craft supplies for your office, but they come in black and in white. So 2 of these for $1. And I found those up close to the front of the store by all the school supply at Five Below. Okay, I hope you have loved this back to school organizing, the best of fall organizing. I hope that you check out some of the links and you get some great inspiration, or maybe you were just here today to so we could keep each other company, and that's fine too. Whatever you do today, my friends, please remember that today is not the end of your story, so do not give up. And I am here to cheer you on in your organizing journey. I know you can do this. So many of you have shared your inspiring stories with me. I don't care what your situation, where you live, what your age, what your health, you can make one small step today to get a little bit more organized. You are welcome, Laura. My heart and my hugs go out to each of you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the week. This is Shannon from Skip to My Life.